Could've sworn independent her name. Yeah, she a work of magic, no David Blaine. Yeah, she a bad one, no need to be vain. I'm the mad one, she keeping me sane.
And we're back. I appreciate you guys for pulling back up to the museum. I'm here with my guy Nick Tello. You might not know my guy Nick because he's honestly one of the major players working behind the scenes. He is one of the owners of Happy Planet Studios out of Brockton. But obviously we're here in the museum. And Nick, I do appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm feeling pretty good today. Yeah.
Oh, make sure you guys are subscribing to this channel before we continue on. Leave a like on this video and definitely drop any questions that you have for my guy Nick. He'll also be letting you know where to definitely catch up with them. And once again, like I said, he is one of the owners of Happy Planet Studios out of Brockton. But the name Happy Planet Studios, bro, it's pretty playful. It's cheery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also a funny name, honestly, bro. It's kind of funny. Where does where does the name come from, just so people can connect with the studio a bit more?
Okay, yeah. So Happy Planet Studios, I can't actually take full credit for that. The two co-owners, Andrew Sullivan and Steve Rem, actually came up with that name when they were living in a house in Brighton full of musicians, basically. And the backstory behind that is that Happy Planet, it was Happy Planet Audio at first, and it sort of originated from the idea of a collective of creatively inclined individuals in pursuit of humility and ambition, things like that, in pursuit of a happy planet. So it's basically just it's a vibe, honestly. That's the whole. It does have like meaning. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
It's a vibe. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I like
it's
that.
like simple. It's fun. It's all about happiness and simplicity and art above anything else.
I know that you guys definitely look to take care of like the people that come through that studio, make sure everything is like solid A1. So essentially, like people should know that they're gonna get taken care of when it comes to going to Happy Planet Studios, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My God, what's kind of like your background? 'Cause I know you came from New York. You were doing college in New York, right?
Yeah. So I went to NYU. I did a Bachelor of Music at Steinhardt NYU, and I didn't really put a lot of work in as far as getting my engineering chops up until I started working at Dematrix Studios. That was my first like real internship, was Dematrix Studios in the Bronx. And yeah, it was great, honestly. Like it was funny because like I was not into hip hop at all at the time, and then all of a sudden I'm getting thrown in with like Chris Rivers, who's Big Pun's son, and I didn't know who Big Pun was.
That's
so I was like,
crazy.
So it was just funny to me because
that story always makes me laugh.
Yeah,
bro.
I literally hadn't listened to Big Pun, and like he was like the coolest guy, like down to earth, and I worked under a bunch of people and some of my favorite artists.
So I mean, all right, so let's just stop real quick. You work with the Bronx legend Big Pun's son. What was it like working with somebody like Chris Rivers in terms of like you being this guy that's kind of coming in that didn't know hip hop, I guess, or wasn't necessarily engineering hip hop music like that, to be in a situation like that? Like, what was that like working with him?
It was interesting the way that turned out, because what happened was like the bar was set really high for how I think recording sessions should go, because like him and a lot of the artists that he like that he rocked with, who I still like rock with their music and listen to it, like they were always on point, and it would be like to the point where like it like you would really like see like the process for someone who actually like rehearses and who has everything on point and who has like a solid vision, like with like solid engineers. And after that it's like, all right, cool, so this is what it takes to engineer for like someone who's on top of their game, basically.
That's fire. That's fire, bro. That's fire. It set you up crazy, to be able, because I know you've gone on to work with a good few hip hop artists right around here.
Yeah.
As the studio is located out in Brockton, but where exactly are you located in Brockton, bro? And also definitely tell them what your rates are in terms of like per hour.
Yeah. So we're 33 Dover Street. It's actually we're located in the Stacey Adams Cultural Arts Building in Brockton.
I know a good few. I know a good few of y'all know exactly what that's at. Go ahead, bro.
It's the best building ever in Brockton. It has a bunch of art all over the walls. It's great. we were so lucky to find that space when we did. Our rates are are very affordable. It's 150 for 4 hours, and then with optional 2 hour extensions for 75. We're flexible.
That's love.
Yeah. So but more while we're on that subject, like more than it's more than the rates. What's more important is the workflow, because we have good workflow.
Yeah,
that's one thing I want to emphasize, is that like the workflow is on point. So like
so what does the workflow look like? I guess if you can explain.
Yeah, so basically, like, I have people come in and I'm like, what's your goal today? Like, you trying to walk out with like 2 or 3 records completely ready to go? And it's so funny to me because like I've had people like upload from the studio computer to SoundCloud, and it's like,
oh, it's ASAP.
Yeah,
shit.
just like that. Like they picked out the artwork and like just uploaded it straight to SoundCloud. So it's like it's so funny because like having worked with like artists a lot, like you can always catch the catch their motivation. It's like a lot of times they want to walk out with something in their hand and not have to worry about like turnaround times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So fair. That's like the nice skill that I like picked up.
That you've picked up.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. So, I mean, honestly, bro, we on camera, you know what I'm saying? We together right now, bro. I do want to thank you personally, bro, for everything that you've done for the Museum TV, bro. Bringing content like the window seat last year to life, you know what I'm saying? You was definitely like one of the A1 players with, having that for the people. You let me borrow your equipment and all that, even pulling up yourself to record a few shows. But, what does this, this Massachusetts growing community, this creative community growing, like what does that mean to you, to the point where you're doing these things, like honestly I like just holding it down, like like because we were pretty consistent.
Yeah. I mean it's great. Like I didn't know anything when I first moved back from New York. Like I didn't know anything about what was happening in Massachusetts, and then I started working at a great nonprofit studio called the Record Co, and I started kind of getting super involved with all these artists from Boston and even up north and down south and Brockton and stuff like that. And it got to a point where like I started really vibing with the whole local scene, and I even like some of my favorite artists within genres that I've started to listen to more end up being from Mass. And it's kind of crazy, like the amount of talent coming out of Massachusetts. I started a solo project, and I pulled an artist from Massachusetts to do a feature on that, who goes by Coop, and it's kind of crazy the amount of like. It's funny because like I actually found him through the museum.
Hey, yeah, shout out the museum.
Yeah,
TV,
so it's like enough good things can't be said about the museum. And
I
like
appreciate you, big dog, man.
Discover artists and give them a spotlight. But yeah, like Massachusetts it's crazy. Like there's as much talent in Massachusetts as anywhere else, honestly.
I just love how like people will leave, or like people that weren't even here and they come here, or they come back and they're like they looking around now like, oh shit, like like you can clearly see the difference, you can feel the difference, like it's just like being somebody that kind of has been here. Like, I don't want to say it saddens me. I don't want to say it disappoints me, but I feel like I wish people that were here really, really like felt exactly how much we have here. You know what I'm saying? Like how much is actually going on. But I do feel like that's also changing too, in terms of people actually waking up to that. Yeah. So we're moving along, bro. Definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So I mean, what's next for the studio? Like any equipment improvements, studio and time sales. What we got coming up for the year? I know things is kind of weird right now, with the virus and all that right now, bro.
We're actually about to switch up a little bit, and we're gonna start putting more into content. We're gonna invest a little bit more into like creating content for the studio. Mm-hmm. Me and the other guys, Andrew and Steve, we have a lot of downtime as of late, so like we're trying to think of things to do for the recording studio in terms of like things to advertise. We're going to do an advertisement for bands. Andrew works with the bands. I work with the hip-hop artists. So we're going to do separate ads, basically. Okay. One for bands, one for hip-hop artists, maybe get some testimonials. Yeah. We're just like, we have to start thinking about content. Yeah. That's really, we got the camera ready. So, like, it's like what if a recording studio had a YouTube channel, like what would you want to see? Basically,
Say that.
that's
say
a good.
that. That's what
question.
y'all building on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I mean, you know, if you guys, you know, can answer that question, you know, like if you guys wanted to see anything from a recording studio in terms of YouTube channel, you know, just let's lay that out in the comments for my guy. You know what I mean? But look, Nick, I appreciate you pulling up to the museum, bro. It's definitely a pleasure. I'm definitely happy this happened, bro. You know what I mean? I know we've been talking about this for a little while, so I'm definitely happy it happened. Where can people follow you? And you know, just keep up.
Yeah. So Instagram is Nick Tello Music. Actually, I sort of consolidated my like real music that
Yeah.
I like make and my engineering
Yeah.
for the sake of like less headaches. So like Nick Tello Music is where you can find all my music and you know my engineering stuff, I guess. And then Happy Planet Studios, that's you know, I think on Twitter it's Happy Planet Stew. That's
Okay.
the only thing, you know.
Yeah.
But Happy Planet
We'll
Studios.
get that on the screen for them. You know, I
Yeah,
got you, bro.
yeah, for sure. And
But yeah, man. Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I ain't want to cut you off, man. But look, y'all heard the man. Happy Planet Studios out in Brockton. You know, definitely tap in with them. My guy Nick been doing great work.
Yeah,
Great work
we
for
have
sure.
a Spotify playlist too. You might want to. You could include that too.
Okay, say that.
Yeah.
Say that. You know, I got a Spotify playlist pop for people. That's dope. So also people are able to
It's a Spotify playlist of things that we've worked on.
Oh, okay,
basically.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
that'll
got
give
you.
you a good idea.
Oh, like of what you
You
can
know.
hear. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's dope. That's dope. Definitely
Mhm.
tap into that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely let people know how to tap in with that as well, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, definitely tap in with Happy Planet Studios. You know, it's the Museum TV. It's your man Noble. Look, make sure you're subscribing, leaving a like, leaving those comments. You know, like definitely tap in. Like this is, you know, like this is why we do this. Definitely connect those dots and continue to, you know, help the wave grow. You feel me?
Hella faded, or maybe hella jaded. But it, roll up the green just like a tuna roll. And girl, you're killing them, I'm clapping at the funeral. You know, I got what you need, baby. Every time that you cry, I got
Hey, it's Noble, creator of the Museum TV, and I just wanted to thank you for tuning into Boston's premiere vlog. If you liked this video, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'll leave a few other videos around here for you, just so you can see how we're exhibiting the culture stories.